stunning video now of a near collision this weekend in Barcelona. Watch this. We're going to show you it right here. This is happening as a plane is crossing a runway as another plane is coming in for a landing, and it has to abort just seconds before touching down. That plane had to go back up into airspace, circle back around, did eventually land safely, thankfully. But it does raise, of course, a lot of questions and concerns about how close of a call that really was. Joining us now to discuss, Miles O'Brien, CNN aviation analyst and science correspondent for PBS NewsHour. Miles, you hear about incidents where you have to do, a go around. You've got to do it again, but you don't often have such clear video of that actually happening. What happened here?
Well, first of all, yes, we have a lot more cameras out there and a lot of people who are interested in just shooting airplanes landing and taking off at airports. So we're going to see more of these as time goes on. I would caution everybody that the telephoto lens here makes things look a little closer than they are. I looked at the diagram of the airport, and the Airbus on the ground that was crossing was about a half-mile away from the landing Russian 767. That said, you see they had to perform a go-around, and if you've ever been in an airliner that had to do a go-around, it gets your attention. And what we can say here is the system did ultimately work, the last resort, that is, but there were a series of mistakes. We're not exactly sure who made the mistakes, air traffic control or the crew on the ground, or maybe both, that led to this.
What is the protocol? I mean, you assume, obviously, the plane coming in for a landing has the right-of-way, if you will, because that's obviously the more immediate concern of getting the plane on the ground safely. Is there a protocol or a check that is supposed to be in place for pilots before they cross a jetway?
I think it was my first lesson in an airplane when my instructor said, whenever you get near an active runway, or any runway for that matter, look both ways. It's like coming to a four-way stop sign. You want to assume the traffic is coming, right? So that's number one. The crew on the ground should have looked in the window and seen this aircraft on short final and made the decision as to whether they could do an expedited crossing or not cross at all. It's possible they were given what's called an expedited crossing clearance, which means they should have crossed that runway a lot faster.